इज़ अभिषेक। मैं आज आप लोग के साथ एक मोनोलॉग करूँगा, माफ़ करिएगा। मोनोलॉग होगा सस्टेनेबल लिविंग पे, और क्योंकि मोनोलॉग है तो हम इसे पानी पे चर्चा बुला लेते हैं। Why sustainable living? I am a practitioner of sustainable living, and I'm also a member of an organization which works on the domain of some simplifying sustainable living and promoting sustainable living till it becomes part of your habit. Uh, but what is sustainable living? I mean, big words. What is sustainable living? Is it very complicated? In my understanding, sustainable living is a conscious living which is conscious about its a living practice which is conscious about its impact on your health, on your society, on the environment in general. मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल नन ऑफ अस गेट्स अप इन द मॉर्निंग एंड सेज कि बॉस आज मैंने दुनिया ना पोल्यूट करनी है, आज मैंने एनिमल्स और स्पीसीज़ को तो एक्सटिंक्ट कर ही डालना है. बट द वर्ल्ड इज़ गेटिंग पोल्यूटेड, बट the species are getting extinct at a rate that they've never got extincted. Why? Because of my and your practices. I mean, I don't think so कि tiger के practices के कारण extinction हो रहा है. It's because of your and my simple living practices. What are those simple living practices? And क्योंकि पानी पे चर्चा चल रही है तो let's look at one practice, the practice of cleaning yourself. Right, because that's the first thing you do in the morning. You get up in the morning and you enter the washroom. What is a good washroom? Nowadays, the definition of good washroom is one which has a lot of good tiles, a lot of faucets, a lot of porcelain, which is ceramic, which is used in it, and shelves which has a lot of plastic bottles or glass bottles or whatever bottles with a lot of kind of chemicals, because I need a different chemical to clean this chamdi, which is called as face wash, and a different chemical to clean this chamdi, which is called as hand wash, and a different chemical to clean this dead thing, which is called as toothpaste, or a different chemical to clean this hair or whatever remains of it, called as shampoo and conditioner and serum, and then I'll put in a moisturizer on myself, and then I'll use some other chemical to clean this cloth, and then I'll use some other chemical to clean my hands, which is called as a hand wash. And all of this, when I've cleaned myself, is not a water that I can drink anymore. Remember, right? I would not want to drink that water on my own. I cannot give it even to animals that I have. I can't even give it to the plants that I have. So all of this flows down through a drain and goes somewhere. I mean, and we expect that somebody somewhere is trying and handling that water and trying to remove all that chemicals from that water. I don't know how they remove that chemicals from that water, but what I know is that we don't have ETP plants which work at the most efficient level. We don't even have ETP plants that are able to handle the entire thing. And even if we had, that would take a lot of resources to build those kind of ETP plants. And what I also understand is for the last 6 billion years, water has not come anywhere from anywhere else in the planet, but it is what it was. So it is that same amount of water that we are consuming in the manner that we are consuming, and it is going, I don't know where all. I mean, it is coming back to me in some manner, right? So can I have a living practice which to a certain extent follows the principle of hygiene? It makes me clean the way I'm designed to be clean, and yet it does not pollute the pani as much as I am polluting right now. So it is things like these. We simplify that. It's not very difficult. I mean, believe me, I am right now using very natural cleaners. I have not used a soap for the last so many years. Even in my office, we use very natural cleaners, and I'm reasonably clean. I have not fallen ill as much for the last 5 years. So it's our job. What we do is we simplify this, because it's not a very difficult thing. I mean, I have one small bottle of one small three small things in my washroom. That's what I use to keep hygiene myself, and that's the water that flows into, and that is a water that I'm comfortable of giving using on my plants that I can use. So can all of us have some small changes in our habits that we can follow, and which is not very difficult, but its impact and the magnitude of its impact minimizes significantly if 7 billion of us start doing that. And this is what we do in an organization. We work with individuals, we work with organizations, we work with institutions, we work with corporates um, on helping them look at things on a first principle basis, simplifying sustainability, not making it such a big word as 17 SDG goals, and that is what all of them connect into. But looking at what are those simple things that we can do, which are very simple to change in habits, but the magnitude of those small changes is significant, right? Can that be done? Of course it can be done. Can it be? Is it simple? Of course it is simple. If I can do it, and I'm not a great guy intellectually, then anybody can do it. Does it consume too much of time? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In fact, since I started composting, I wake up much late now, because I don't have to open the door and give my trash to anybody. I'm a zero trash house. I mean, zero landfill house. So who do I wake up for so early? I manage all of it on my own at my own sweet time, and it takes me not more than 5 minutes in a day. So that's what we do. I mean, uh, in my the reason for me to come on this is my request to all of you, because there are two parts. One is hermetism, doing it individually, and one is collectivism. I believe in collectivism, that all of us collectively, if we change those small habits, and it's not difficult, collectively, a million people doing a million different things, simplifying themselves, is going to impact the world in a much more beautiful way. We don't want to pollute, yet we pollute. So what do we do so that we reduce this pollution is what is my request to you. If you guys want to reach out, search for us on Earth-Just Ecosystems on Facebook page, or and reach out, and we can work with you guys on sharing our journey, and probably work on making this as your journey too. Thank you.